Yeah, it was a good win for us in that we didn't play very well at all early. Fumbled it all over the ballpark in the first half. But we regrouped and they fumbled back to us, started the third quarter, and we were able to capitalize and score a bunch of touchdowns there in the third quarter, which pretty much turned it around, although I guess they did get it back to a 3-point game there in the third quarter. And we finally ran the ball pretty well with Marcus. Stephen hit some balls here and there and ran nicely on a bunch of runs. And we were able to get a couple special team score, Ace Sanders and then Antonio's fumble recovery. So we got it out of sight there quickly. We had a lot of good breaks, but didn't play very well, obviously. And hopefully we can tighten up and play a lot better next week. But overall, pretty good opening game. I don't think anybody got hurt seriously. So hopefully we can improve from that first game to second game and get ready for the Bulldogs next week.
Steve, is your quarterback competition over? Stephen, guy, or you?
Well, Stephen will start next week. He'll start next week, and he's got every opportunity to be our quarterback, and we'll go from there. Yeah, I said we played a quarter each and go from there. Connor had some tough luck in there. Had a couple of deep balls that, great catch here, barely tipped there, but that's the way it happened. And he sort of got hit and fumbled there once, but he was just on the bad end of some things. But Stephen took care of the ball very well. Got very fortunate on one throw that could have been picked, but other than that, yeah, he played very well.
Coach Fox jumped on you early down by 10 1/2. What did you say to the team at halftime?
We yelled for a minute, then we calmed down and just said, hey, this may be good for us to be behind at halftime, because our history has not been very good coming from behind. And we need to come from behind and win some ball games. So we sort of just settled down. So a lot of ball left. I think we're better than that team over there. Although their offense was very good. It stayed on the field. Heck, it scored 38 on us somehow. We got some turnovers here and there. But anyway, we just tried to stay calm and see if we could come from behind and win one. And then obviously we got all those breaks that enabled us to sort of put it away comfortably.
Steve, in the first half, you guys took a few shots downfield. You never could get the right connection. What was going on? Wrong routes or just overthrown balls?
No, they just barely didn't hit. They just didn't quite hit. Just slightly underthrown, great catch or whatever. Just didn't hit. But that's the way it happened.
Any explanation for or concern about having four fumbles in the first half?
Any concern? Yeah, we'll do it next week. Yeah, Marcus had his first one. Is that his first one?
Well,
Second. Chick-fil-A.
Oh, they called out a fumble. Yeah, I guess it was. Yeah. But him running with the ball and fumbling was so unusual. I said, Marcus fumbled. I said, dang. But yeah, he fumbled one. Kenny Miles ran a kickoff up in there and fumbled. And we had some big defensive plays. Antonio, Melvin had a pick. CC Whitlock played well. CC was our best defensive back out there, it seemed like tonight, definitely. So we gave him a game ball. He's a young man, hadn't done a lot around here in his last year, and he competed, tackled well, and really, I think y'all probably saw number 12 played an excellent game.
Got the special teams monkey up and back down. You got the return.
Yeah. Overall, the guys covered well. And Bruce Ellington ran it up in there on all the kickoff returns. Of course, we had a penalty there, took off a big return by him. But yeah, we should be very solid in special teams this year. But that was just a heck of a run by Ace. So he juked about 8 of them, I guess, because he went down the field on that one.
Is this a win y'all can be pleased with? I mean, you scored 56, but you also gave up 38.
Yeah.
I know it's a win, but how do you take that?
No, we hope to play a lot better than this. We had some good breaks getting those fumbles, but we didn't play an extremely very good game. I think we had 10, 11 penalties. They only had 4, I think. So we didn't play very well, but had some good breaks. Caused us to win. A lot of guys played well, though. A lot of guys did, but overall, against a top flight opponent, we've been in trouble today with the way we played. So we need to pick it up. We need to get better before next week and play better next week.
Steve, how would you assess the way Clowney played in his first game?
I guess he did okay. Their quarterback's hard to get to. He catches it. He got a good snapper. He catches it and throws. Got a little pressure here and there, but really when he held it for a moment, I think that that last 4th and 10 they made, we hit him right as he was throwing. He's a good player. They were 9 of 19 on thirds. We were only 6 of 12. And we broke 2 for 2 on fourths. So, yeah, that's about the way it went. They had the ball just about as long as we did, almost 30 to 30. So it was, pretty close game. Heck, we had about the same amount of yards. They had 345, we had 351. So a few special team plays and turnovers are probably the difference in the game.
Just on your part, as you
We only
said,
had 131 passing.
just on
They
your
have
part,
Why didn't Demir Burke play?
Demir has a compliance eligibility little issue that we hope gets cleared up before next week.